So it's been a journey. It's been a different path.
I cannot express how little I care. Get to the tea!
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. The Love is Blind season 6 reunion is out, and let me know, did you watch it last night? Did you? Let me know your own thought down in the comment section, because oh god, there was a whole lot of things that was happening. Some hot questions were asked, like chow. Trevor was put on the hot seat, like a whole lot was happening in the reunion. Let me know down in the comment section if you watched it. And yeah, so in this video, we're going to hear people's thoughts on the reunion, and I'm going to come back and share my own thoughts on the reunion, what I think about everything that was said in the reunion, and what I think about the reunion generally, bringing the old cast that are married, pregnant, and living their best life, introducing them and having them in this reunion, what I think about it, the questions that were asked, the casts, the contestants of the season 6, what I think about the update and all that. I'm going to share my own thought, but let me know your own thought down in the comment section. Let me know if you what you think about it. Just let me know what you cut. Okay, go ahead and share your thought. With that said, guys, let's go check out people's thought on this reunion, the Love is Blind season 6 reunion, and then I'll come back and share my own thought. But go ahead and share your own thought. Okay, so let's go check it out.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Why is Clay sitting like this? I know I'm not the only person thinking this. What is really going on?
No, sis.
That's all I kept thinking about when I seen him. I mean, he fine. But why are you sitting like that, Clay? With your fine ass. And then my thing is, it looks like even with some of these clips, it looked like something else is on his mind. Like he either want to say something or he's holding back from saying something. Like, am I the only person thinking this?
No,
Yeah,
no,
it seems like
sis.
something's going on. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
No, you're not, sis. See, one of the things I'm going to say about Clay, I noticed that too. Sorry, guys, I had to pause the film, but this really cracks me up. I was watching it, I was like, okay, Clay is on to something. I feel like Clay was in that place where, like, you know what, I'm going to go with a poker face, keep a straight face, and I'm just going to go through this reunion so that I don't get canceled. There's no meme of me around the internet. Like, I just felt like he went there so stiff and was just being very, very defensive and like just trying to keep everything together, because his sitting position was so awkward and uncomfortable. But yeah, there are some things they did in this reunion that just give me the side eye. But anyway, let's go check out people more thoughts on this. I had to pause that to put that in, okay? So let's hear more thoughts.
Yeah, I know I had different thoughts about him last week, but this reunion definitely made me see him a little bit in a better light. Like, I really did feel for him. Like, he started crying, he started getting emotional. Now, when he came to AD, you know, I don't know about that. I'm not gonna speak on that. But as far as him, like, seeing his, like, wrong or whatever, I did feel for him for that. Like, he definitely, it gave genuine. So, do y'all want them to get back together, or what? What y'all think?
I think they're back
I
together.
didn't have to speak on this, but hey, y'all need to leave Chelsea alone. I think Chelsea is a genuine sweetheart. I don't know how you guys have a bad word to say about her. I don't see nothing wrong with her acknowledging facts. She's on the casting team, but she's not making herself seem bigger than anyone else. She can't help that she was chosen. She was picked to help cast. Why would she not share that with the world? If you feel like there are better deserving people, Tiffany, Bliss, etc., make some noise and get them on the team. Now, do I understand Chelsea being on the casting team? Not really. Do I think there were other people who could have been the first? Yes, absolutely. But good for her.
So I'm watching the Love is Blind reunion, as you can see in my window reflection. But I just have to say I was really disappointed in the makeup artist who did the bridal makeup. But whoever did the reunion makeup,
yeah, it was,
y'all slayed.
Not to be an absolute weirdo, but all of us watching Love is Blind and being able to see it is just hilarious.
To be honest, the only reason I tuned in tonight was to find out if Jimmy and Chelsea are together, because of all the stuff that I've been seeing on TikTok and other social media sources. They didn't even answer that question. They weren't even asked that question.
and I wonder why.
No offense, but I didn't care about the Love is Blind people from other seasons. I wanted to hear more about the current contestants.
Exactly.
I feel like they focused way too much on people from other seasons than they did on people from this actual season. Like, people did not get equal amount of time to talk.
It didn't feel like a reunion.
And the fact that Jessica and Chelsea are like best friends now.
How?
Like, There were so many unanswered questions that we didn't get answered. Well, that's what I literally just said. I'm tired. But what?
Well, Love is Blind reunion just about finished. A couple quick thoughts. One, they spent the first 30 minutes talking about a couple that I don't give a rat's ass about. None of us do. So that
Gemini,
shit could have been about
Sarah
7
and
minutes
Laura.
flat.
Yeah.
Instead, it was a clean 32.
makes
Next,
sense.
we're jumping ahead to the main event. Clay and AD, the bomb of the century. AD said, I just didn't want to be Clay's mom. Chopper sang. Oh, my Lanta. AD linking up with Matthew after the show, saying he's kind of cute, Chuck. Don't get me mad. Kenneth and Brittany, still friends? I don't know. Something going on there. Also, it's hard to confuse 10 minutes with 2 hours and 39 or whatever the hell. How the hell long was that? Come on, Jimbo. And lastly, the hosting.
Was alright.
Good night, Irene. See you next season.
Okay.
Friends, Chelsea got away by the hairs on her chinny chin because ain't no way she skated through that reunion without being questioned about all the things in the fight. Now, they did ask the questions about, did they feel like Chelsea was wrong for exposing, what's his name?
Jimmy.
Jimmy's friend, that situation. Is he Jimmy? That is Jimmy. But that was literally it. We didn't talk about the whole clingy argument. We didn't talk about her conversation with the friends. We didn't talk about her keeping the bracelet. We didn't talk about the situation where she said Mackenzie said something to her about Jess and Jimmy being out together in the public. We didn't ask about the sex comment being too much. We didn't talk about why she brought up the whole AD situation, about the whole body and that. We did not get to the root of her problems. And I guess due to the backlash that she was getting from the whole Megan Fox comments, they kept it nice. But no, she skated by too quick. She skated by so easy.
I agree.
And we needed to address those problems. Because as me and Aisha were talking about, she carried the second half of the season on her back with all those situations. Also, the whole breakup with her and Jimmy at the end where he said he wasn't ready, and we did not discuss that. She really skated by, and we now those we did not get.
I saw what they did. Yo, they used Trevor in the Love is Blind reunion. They made him an example so they could stop having people come on the show for fame because it's been a problem, and they used him as an example. They went in on Trevor in the reunion. My God, it was so hard to watch. The secondhand embarrassment, I was watching like this, man. It was hard to watch. He was just on the couch rethinking his whole life's decisions.
If I was in my own company.
Everything he was saying was not adding up. I mean, he owned the fact that he's toxic, but you could tell he was just stumbling. He had nothing to say. And kind of rightfully so, he got caught. But I'm telling you, the reason why they made such an example of him is because the show was really starting to get hurt by people like him who weren't taking it seriously. And because I had said at this point, like, they might have to just wrap up the show with all the stuff that keeps coming out with all the contestants during the airing of all the episodes. It's like, I think they may have fixed it because nobody wants to go on the show and end up as the next Trevor.
They just will not show up in the reunion.
Here are 3 reasons why I think the Love is Blind reunion hit the nail on the head and did everything it needed to do in order to save this show. I think there are 3 very large critiques that the show has faced from us viewers over the last few years that especially came to a head this season. Side note, I am 9 months pregnant and out of breath, so I'm struggling, but we're making it. The first one, the biggest critique, the hosts. We have not been impressed. We have not been a fan. We've been loud and proud about wanting the Latchies to be out of there. They don't ask the right questions. They don't ask hard enough questions. They don't press. They don't poke. They don't prod. Clearly, they heard us loud and clear because receipts, proof, timelines, screenshots, everything. They had their foot on everybody's neck, and we were here for it. They asked what needed to be asked. They said what needed to be said. There was some Shakespearean text reading. The receipts were present and addressed. They borderline bullied Trevor, but I'll take it over the BS we've had the last 2 reunions. So yes, I think check. That has been our number one complaint. Done. Taken care of. They earned their check for next season. They can stay at least one more time. We'll let them come back and see if we can keep the energy next season. 2, I think another complaint has been Love Isn't Blind. This doesn't work. Like, this is cute for shits and giggles, but like, this doesn't work. So I think they addressed that by bringing in some of the 9 couples that have been successful.
Oh, okay.
That
Makes
are
sense.
successfully married, that are thriving, that are pregnant, you know, whatever. I think that's why they brought in some of those couples that are out there living and thriving to remind us that this has worked, that love can be blind, and that it's not truly lost. So I'm excited to see Amy and Johnny. That's his name, right? Johnny, Jimmy, Jesse, Jeremy. It's too many. But Amy and her man. I'm excited to see them join that side, the successful marriage side in future seasons. So I think they hit the nail on the head there. Okay. As much as that took away from time with the current couples, we probably would have liked more time with like Chelsea and Jimmy or Ken and Brittany. I think that was needed to help kind of reel back the audience and remind us that this does work and it can be successful when it's done right. And 3, I think the other biggest complaint has been people saying, like, people just come on the show for fame. They're just looking for their 15 minutes. They just want the Instagram followers and the brand deals and whatever. And I think they did a good job at calling some of the cast members out who may have perpetuated that narrative, like Sarah Ann, who, you know, with the it's reality TV, we're supposed to entertain, and we did our big one. Calling her out, calling out Trevor for having someone at home and potentially coming on the show for the wrong reasons. I think they did a good job at calling that behavior out. I think it's a joke that Chelsea is on the casting team. But that, you know, that's another conversation. I think they did a good job at addressing some of the cast members who may have perpetuated that narrative of people just come on here for fame. And so I think those 3 things needed to be addressed. Those are 3 of the biggest complaints the show has gotten. And I know it worked for me. I was going to be done after this season. Like, the tea and the drama was cute and all, but like, the show doesn't work anymore, in my opinion. But that, I will say, they won me back after this reunion. In DC, Minneapolis, whichever one is the next season, I'll be tuned in. I will watch and I will see how it goes. So they got me. It worked. They got me for one more season. But what do y'all think?
Okay, sis.
Vanessa, you been watching my videos, girl, because you came to work today. My God. This was by far the best reunion Love is Blind has seen. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay.
The fact that we started off strong out the gate with that Sarah Ann and lying shifty ass Jeremy. I was shaking in excitement because I love when people get dogpiled on for being shitty people. It does something to my spirit. The fact that Laura said, I'm, you know what I'm saying, away for work, but I'm still going to clock in to read your... No notes, Laura. You came, you saw, you conquered.
Period.
Everything that Jeremy said out of his mouth was a lie. This is how you know when somebody's lying. When all they do is knock their back, they're lying. They're trying to gain the strength to cock back a lie. No, because so I can actually, so what occurred there? No, I can explain that. Yeah, I bet you can't explain it. Sarah Ann, the way when you came out, nobody was gagged.
You're a pick me.
How embarrassing for you with that dress on. Thought you was eating.
Oh.
Girl, bye. Ain't nobody on the cast, the audience, me, everybody on Twitter. Oh my God, how does it feel to be such a lame ass bitch?
Ooh.
I'm just so happy that nobody took their foot off of y'all's neck. I mean, it seemed like for the first 25 to 30 minutes,
So just them.
we was going in on y'all, and y'all deserved every minute of it. No notes for Jeremy, Sarah, Ann, and Laura's section. No notes. Now, like I said, this was the best reunion we've had thus far. However, I do have some notes. There were things that were left on the table that could have just made this absolute perfection.
Exactly.
The
I
moments
agree.
between Chelsea and Jimmy,
Okay,
That's enough
we
detail.
didn't really dive deep into that. We talked more about
Jerry-
Jimmy and Jessica's situation than
Then Jimmy
Jimmy
and
and
Jesse,
Chelsea.
yeah.
I don't really give a that Jimmy his best friend. That's not the best part of their relationship. Why did they not replay the argument that they had when Chelsea was gaslighting Jimmy? Why did they not ask what the y'all did after Jimmy broke up with you? Did y'all ever date again? Did y'all ever hush again? Have y'all seen each other since then? It's been a whole year of time in between that we got no information about. Ugh. When Trevor walked his big muscle head out.
No, they didn't.
Why did you come?
Exactly.
If I was you, I would have stayed home. Hell yeah. It was so bad. You know what you did was so bad.
And yet you showed up.
Why did you come? Sit on that couch like my son.
I do understand that too.
What? That whole part was so uncomfortable. The silence was so loud. I felt like I had to make some noise. It was literally just unbearable. Then in the middle of talking, can I leave? Get your big ass out of here.
Like a child.
Clay and AD.
There's so much.
I'm going to say something and I need y'all to bear with me, okay? I'm going to say something.
Okay, sis.
I believe Clay. I believe him. I believe everything that he said on that couch. He hurt that him and AD are not together.
You think so?
He's butthurt and he absolutely regrets his decision. And he's definitely been feeling all of those things. And I definitely believe that he is going to therapy. I definitely believe that he has a lot of self-awareness. It's just too little too late. And this is what we see with men all the time. Men get good women. They don't realize what they have. The good women stand up on their good foot and leave they. And not all of a sudden they have all this self-awareness and it's time for them to elevate and grow and to realize what they have. It's too little. It's too late. And AD, I don't believe you. I think y'all is still hurting.
Me too.
AD, why did you go on any dates with Matthew? No shade, no tea. But
why?
Why? Kenneth?
Hello.
You lucky bastard. You know good and damn well you got off free and clear because the way that you had the softest storyline, baby, you got the softest of softball questions there was to have, and you know good and damn well you did not deserve all them soft ass questions because what you did to Brittany was okay. And I think because they are now friends and they have a good relationship, they didn't want to really disturb that too much, so they kept the questions now. But the reunion is all about reopening wounds and pouring lemon juice on. It's really time to get crunk. I don't give a cool now. I'm gonna ask you a question that needs to be asked because why the fuck did you do that? Who was on that phone, Kenneth? Jimmy, let me come back to you real quick. Bitch, don't you know that everything is recorded on a reality TV show? You think you can get up here and lie into our faces and we think that the production is not going to roll the clip? Did you not watch the season when Zenab tried to gaslight us about that orange situation and production rolled that back? Caught you in 4K. Not only did you try to play in our faces in that fucking interview talking about something she left after 10 minutes, but you tried to do it again at the reunion. And even when she's telling you her account, you're supposed to, okay, well, it feels like 10 minutes. I'll give you 45. I give you 2 hours. Sit in your face for 1 hour and 23 minutes. Y'all took an 8-minute break and came back for 50 extra minutes, and you talking about some 10 minutes. Sidebar, Chelsea. What did you do to your face? You got filler. It looks good. I'm not mad at it. I just want to know what exactly you did. I did clock it. Overall, I am very pleased. I am very pleased. You have now been promoted. But no, seriously, I think as a Love is Blind reunion, if you are a Love is Blind fan like me, you know we have suffered through really terrible ass reunions. This was really good. We see improvement. I don't really think it was necessary to have some of the old cast
there.
No, it wasn't. Especially if you wasn't going to have, what's her name?
Mika.
Cameron and damn Lauren. If you wasn't gonna have them, don't nobody care. They didn't really add any like real value. I get that they were kind of asking audience questions, but I mean, it was cute, I guess. I don't really care. I'm not really sure why Jessica is going on Perfect Match, but I guess. Well, it's been fun. Until next time.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about these conversations down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. You're on the channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. And let me know what you think about the Love is Blind reunion and if you watched it. Okay. So for me, like the sister that I was talking about, okay, these are some of the things I clocked on the okay, I'm going to share some of the things I clocked on the Love is Blind. First off, I want to say this reunion is one of the best reunion we've had since the last 4 seasons, like season 3, 4, 5 was terrible. This one was okay, like because I like other people said, the reunion just seems like sometimes you have to wait after the altar another year later for you to get some of the tea and piping and all that. So I felt like they started off the reunion very strong and get going, especially with the pressure they were putting on Jeremy, Sarah Ann, and that storyline. I give it to them. I love the fact that people were really, like, I like the fact that they put the pressure on Jeremy and called him out on all his BS and lies, including with Sarah Ann. I love that fact. So these are the things I clocked. Then Sarah Ann, let's still talk about Sarah Ann for a few minutes. Sarah Ann, she talking about how the relationship is doing well and all that. But, okay. But Chelsea saying that most of the time he sees Jeremy saying they've broken up. That means in the space of 1 year, they've been up, just breaking up back and front. Girl, Sarah Ann just gives me the pick me vibe. Like I don't like calling people names, but that's the vibe she's giving me. And she talking about, I'm going to insert a picture because I had to grab that part. She talking about, how I love this man, the experiment work. Girl, you were not proposed to this man, didn't chase you, you chased him. Okay? So she talking about, and the look on Jeremy's face, like, the man does not, Jeremy doesn't even seem like he's into Sarah Ann, like, literally. Doesn't. Then Trevor, let's talk about Trevor for a little bit. Is that like the other sister said, why did he show up? If I was Trevor, I won't show up like Matthew. Matthew knows, like, he fumbled and he didn't show up. So why did Trevor show up? Did he show up so that he could rewrite the story and become a good guy? I did not understand why he showed up. But I was like, no, this guy should not. I had secondhand embarrassment for him literally showing up. Then I also feel like, yes, it was all cute having the old cast and all that, but I feel like Netflix could have done a different segment or a different show for the old cast to come and flaunt their marriage and that the experiment works, rather than to do it in this reunion. And this reunion was like an hour 40-something minutes. So like, no, I just felt like, really, it was cute seeing them, but it was not really necessary on the show. Like, it wasn't really necessary. I just feel like Netflix, I feel like you should just do a different show like Love is Blind cast or Contestant, giving live updates. We would love to see it. Okay, we would love to ask more questions and all that, even though some of us followed them already. But yeah, it didn't add any value to it. I just took away from the time where we should be asking the actual contestants of season 6 important questions. People like Chelsea, people like Kenneth and Brittany, people like even Lauren. Lauren has to bring back the deep thing out. Like, there's a whole lot of unanswered questions. And I didn't understand, most times in the reunion when they talk, they always ask what position the couples are, if they are dating, if they are seeing other people. Why didn't they do that in this one? For me, I just felt like they're just trying to, they know some of these couples are back and messing with each other, and they didn't want us to know. We wanted to know, it's Clay and AD back together. Are they dating? Because there's some evidence on social media, on TikTok, saying they are. That question was not asked. Are you guys dating back? Like, did you guys ever date again? Are you back? Are you guys actively dating? Like, Jeremy and Chelsea, nothing. Like, how Chelsea and Jessica became friends and close friends, that Jessica's daughter, Awesome, is calling Jessie Auntie Jess. We don't know how did that dynamic came to back. Like, I just felt like there was a whole lot of loopholes. How the Kenneth and Brittany later turned on to be best friends that are not dating other people, but there's a whole lot of unanswered questions. And for me, just like, okay, it was a good reunion, but not good enough. There's still like, there's still some things where I wanted to know. There was so much time that was wasted for Jeremy and his dynamic, which was needed. Okay, it was needed to call his BS. And I feel like these old receipts they poured out on this particular reunion is just to keep people away that is trying to come on the show for fame. There are 5 minutes fame. And I really like that because I feel like the show is really getting to that point where it's almost like rubbish. And you're just like, should I watch? Should I watch? And I feel like that's also another reason why I didn't do the update of the show, because I just, from the first part of the show that was air, I just like, why is everybody giving me like, people are very concerned about the cameras rather than thinking of how to find genuine connection and all that, like, ciao. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts about the reunion, the Love is Blind season 6 reunion down in the comment section. Love to know what you think about it. Okay, so share your own thoughts, some of the things you picked or some of the things you caught. Share it, like, go ahead and share it. And Netflix, yeah, this was a good one. And yeah, keep doing it. But please, I need you guys to keep everything respectful, guys. When you share your comment, please be respectful. Don't call each other names. Don't drag. Please, let's be respectful to people and everyone, okay? Please share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banking conversations, so go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because, hey, that's what we do here. We have amazing conversation. With that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.